Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the Wave Race 64 monthly recap for October 2018. So, this last month was absolutely insane. We had many different people come back to playing. We had people getting very, very good times. Some times that are just beyond me. Sometimes that I got, sometimes that other people got are just insane. I'm going to take a look first at the individual level times for each, kind of like going chronological order for the various ILs, and at the end I will take a look at the full game leaderboard, the RTA leaderboard, and we will see what has changed since that point. So I want to start off on Twilight City, a course that is well known for being difficult to even get standard time on, just because you need to learn how to dive. And diving is a pretty difficult mechanic to learn at first. But here we have My Oh My Pancakes, who probably recently got his first 125, coming in with this very nice 125.777 on Twilight City. Let me get this and turn the volume down. Alright. Note that Pancakes is playing on 1.0, not on Shinju, and that'll come into play later. And just to let people know in chat, I will be looking at chat at different points, so you guys can feel free to be chatting. Nice quick dive to get underneath. So Twilight City is a course that I have been learning. Overall, this is just a fantastic run for Pancakes. One of the up-and-coming players. Nice lap. So it's always good to see players being able to do those being able to get the actual full dive mechanic off of that. Bobbing, like getting a dive off of just bob cycle is pretty difficult. So it's nice to see that Pancakes has already done that twice. On lap 1, it wasn't as much of a quick dive as just getting the dive mechanic quick at the wall, which is pretty insane. Coming in here strong with a 27.9 lap. So I'm looking at this here, and it looks like he got a pretty good last lap as well. Twilight City, one of my favorite courses, one of the best soundtracks in the game, honestly. Just in general, just a really fun course once you come to understand it and really like it. So congratulations, Pancakes, on PBing Twilight City. He achieved this. He submitted it on the 3rd of October, so starting off the month strong with some Twilight City PBs from Pancakes. We're going to have some more from Twilight City later on. And so, moving forward to the 6th of October, where we had Shibbython 2. Shibbython 2, hosted by ShibbyPod, the champion of our game. We had Game, Asmoney, and Metalhead all meet up with ShibbyPod at his house. It was a blast to watch. They played time trial races. They played an all-championship 4-player race with 3 different capture cards running at the same time, plus Game using a television. And so there was a couple of awesome times. We had a couple of first benchmarks from players. This is not Asmoney's first 103. He did achieve this a few days later, but Asmoney did get his first 103 during Shibbython, but this is his current PB, a very strong 103.922. Sunny Beach, definitely a course. You can see he already has the 103.9 there. This moving him up, just even a small probably one frame improvement, but nonetheless a difficult course to keep improving on once you get your first one, although you will start to be able to get other ones. And so, looking forward to seeing what Asmoney can do on this track later. A very nice 22.7 lap. And this course just, people can tell you, it's just a difficult course before you get your first 103. And once you figure out how to get a 103, it's pretty, not very difficult to keep repeating them, but again, at first it's difficult. It's definitely one of the more daunting benchmarks to get. And yeah, Quick Person's Metalhead game, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in. And here we have this very, couple of nice times to start. 9:22, 103, 9:22. A very nice 20.5 each for lap 2 and 3. Each lap better than the other. Very nice from Asmoney. But not to be outdone on the same day. Metalhead coming in strong. This is the actual Shibby-thon. This is the actual Shibby-thon footage. We have the boys right here. Game, Asmoney. I believe that's Metalhead. And I do not see Shibby, but I will probably point him out at some point when we start. So we're going to be looking at the bottom left here for Metalhead. Boom. So this is Metalhead's first 111, 111.955, a very strong start, skipping kind of that initial frame. Drake Lake, another one of those tough courses to get the benchmark on. It's pretty cool that Metalhead got it. This is, again, achieved on the same day as Asmoney's first 103. So it's kind of cool on the same day two players got their first benchmarks on some pretty fun, on some maybe more basic, but just critical courses to learn. I've learned that Drake Lake's extremely important to kind of learn how to play. Very nice. What looks like a 23.2. He's got a 25.3, 23.3. So looking for that strong 23.2 or 0.1 lap. Right there, that's a nice turn. He gets between the two buoys. Solidly there, and bam! 23.2.
Yeah!
Very nice ending lap for Metalhead.
Yeah,
Congrats on your 111.
Damn it!
It's pretty sick. Got some pop-offs right there. Got some high fives. There's Shibby right there. Let's go. Alright. So there's Shibby-thon. A fantastic time. Be awesome one day to get to go out and do that with you guys. So, moving on. I think only a couple days later, due to Asmoney getting his 103, I kind of looked at where I was at a 104.357, and I thought, well, I should probably get this 103. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to go for it. So I sat down one night and just worked on it and worked on it and worked on it. I got down to this 104.069, and on what looks, I submitted it, I did it on the 11th of October, so there was a little bit of a lull between times that I could find that were submitted. I'm sure there's other things, and if someone has a run that they know they did that I don't put up there, then yeah. Feel free to let me know. I'll go find it, and we will watch it. So here we go. On October 11th, I achieved my first Sunny Beach 103. And also, I achieved the lap benchmark in this run of a 20.363, which you guys will see at the end. So that buoy, man, I even had a bad buoy bump there. But a nice solid turn. Little wide, but not awful, getting me to the 8.862. So yeah, I got a double here. Not only a double PB, which is always cool to get, but a double benchmark. That second lap was pretty rough, honestly. A 20.750. So I was going in and I was like, oh, I'm probably not going to get anything here. But this turn right here was the absolute key to this run. Just such a smooth turn. I rode it. I got the wave perfectly. And then even this turn was pretty nice too. Just able to ride it nice and smoothly. Just pedal to the metal and I got it. Banged out the double. It felt so good to get it. The last Mariner, the last of the Dave's Phase benchmarks for Dr. Fish, myself. So the first that we hear from Dr. Fish in this month, and also for many of these players, it wouldn't be the last. That's pretty good. Let me just end here. So next up, we had the return of Modal. Modal has been playing other games such as Wave Race Blue Storm, Mickey Speedway USA. He's been doing casual games like Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, and many other fun games. He enjoys chess just like myself. He's actually the one who got me into playing chess. So Modal came back. He went to the course that he loves to play so much, Glacier Coast. And Modal achieved first an 801 PB, and then on October the 13th, he achieved this really nice run, 116.727. So let's run that. Put the volume down. Always good to see Modal playing. I know that along with some other players, this game can definitely present challenges for wanting to continue to grind, especially when you have a lot of times you wanted and these courses that you really love playing. Whenever Modal plays, it's always a joy to watch, whether it's Glacier Coast or another course that he enjoys. So he's actually behind here after lap 1, but nonetheless, he just continues on, and it's definitely a good run. He's keeping up. If anything, he catches pace. He catches up a bit there with that a nice turn there. Catches a couple of hundreds up, at least split wise, and a very nice starting section to lap 3 gets him ahead, and just riding it out smooth as ever. Glacier Coast is a very difficult course, one that I haven't PB'd for a bit, but is always good and always fun to play. And this will definitely not be the last of Glacier Coast that we see. Modal's coming in with that solid 8th place time. Not sure if that moved him up or not. I actually doubt. I don't think it actually did.
Oh shit, dude.
But always good to see Modal back. And also, along with the 727, Modal achieved a lap benchmark. I think it was just about the same day, probably very shortly after, Modal achieved the lap benchmark for Glacier Coast. Coming in, runs pretty dead at this point, but it's always fun when you just decide to go all out for a lap and see what you can do. And he just comes in hot. Yeah, Modal has a lot of Glacier Coast skill. Glacier Coast is definitely, I can say it and I agree with him. It reminds me a lot of Blue Storm. Oh, I don't mind quick persons. I know. I want to show the pure pop off. So I am gonna show that your one run. I'm gonna have you for a couple of runs, and I don't mind language. I didn't even look through your other one. I've more had to pull out one of your ones from your Twitch. And up next, we're actually gonna show Quick Person's going back to Twilight City. Quick Person's coming back again. He returned this month as well, and he gets the lap benchmark on Twilight City, and it's in a very, very nice lap.
Choose what guild
All
you're
right.
in and everything like that.
So he achieved this on the 16th of October. Quick Person's got this. It's very nice. So the lap benchmark for Twilight City is 27.499, and I should also mention it for Glacier Coast that it is 24.499. Benchmarks going to the nearest hundredth or whatever. So that was very, very nice from Quick Persons. Congratulations on your benchmark lap, man. And so now we're gonna move on to Southern Island, and this run is another run by Dr. Fish. I played this course for a few days. I managed to PB. I get a small PB at first, and then you can see I moved up. I had about a 9. I had like a lower 9, and then I went to this 812. So I decided to keep going, and this is what ensued. I got this run on the 17th of October. This is just an insane run. I have no clue how I actually got this. Let me unmute. And I'm gonna play this going for a little bit just to give the pop off, because I think the pop off was pretty solid. This run put me in 6th place on Glacier Coast, and it's just an insane run. I have no clue how I exactly got it, but I got it. Glacier Coast, or not Glacier Coast, Southern Island's a pretty difficult course, to be honest. And I have to, I'm gonna have to really work to get another PB on it. So just trying to keep as much speed as I can and avoid sand as much as I can. I'm kind of glad that I was going in with a bit of a lower negative split than I had before. I actually had a better split after lap 1. But just trying to be as smooth as I could, really taking the turns and trying to cut it as close as I could to the sand without touching it. And I popped a 1:14.491, a huge time jump. That felt good. That felt really good to get. And I'm sure all these other ones felt good to get. And it's easier to speak for myself. But just a very solid run. And a little nice pop off reaction from me. I will try to show if there's pop off, try to get a little bit of that in there for the players. From here on, I probably failed to do that for Modal and for everybody else so far. But next up, we had a huge time from Game, who finally achieved Glacier Coast 1:15. He came in with this hot run, just incredible. I don't believe it has music to it. The original, if you guys want to watch Game's original video, it is incredibly awesome. It's in the Discord. I would suggest you guys go look at it. He puts through a great song. But he was kind enough to give me a version without the music, for the purposes of the kind of inappropriateness for presenting on stream. But it's fantastic. So here's Game's 1:15.915. Oh, come on. Thank you. Game's just cementing himself even further as a legend of Wave Race with this run. And I can't really actually speak to the level of this. Like, I'm not good enough to get this. So, I'm just going to enjoy this run. Beautiful maneuvering. Everything is going to be pretty smooth. A huge split to start. I bet it's just kind of going to be interesting to see if he gets probably a slightly more negative split going into lap 3. A lot of times that's what can happen. But very nice ice turns. Exactly what he needs to be going as fast as he can. Yeah. So, huge for game. Congratulations. I'm just going to let this play out. Every single one of those is beautiful. Every single one of those ice sections is just amazing. Actually, there is a run I didn't put on in this list that I should pull out. Yeah, I forgot one, but that's all. I'll pull it at the end. Yeah, dude, game just dropping that time. It was beautiful. I hope that changed my scene. Okay, it did. I'm using I'm using keys to change screens. So we're gonna continue on. We're gonna go to a little bit of reverse, and my hunt for the Sunny Beach 105 moving of the benchmark. This time is absolutely daunting and just incredibly difficult to get. So let's take a look at this video. I streamed this for like I haven't put that many hours into it, honestly, as I probably think I have, but it feels like a lot. But yeah, this run is incredible, and only 2 other players have gotten a better time than this, being Game and Shibby. Just it's very smooth. Laps 1 and 2 are pretty good, most of the time, just in general. But it's really lap 3 that's the pain. If anyone's played this course, lap 3 is just difficult. Ooh, a little buoy tap there. Probably a little bit of loss of time, honestly. But still, a 21-1 is nothing to be nothing to, like, you know, think I completely ruined my run there. Nice little tap there. Just trying to be as fast as I can to get around the corners. And I went 1 frame off, or 1 or 2 frames off, 106.064. A huge PB to get closer to that 105. And hopefully I can get that soon. But only time will tell. Okay. And so that was achieved on the 22nd. So we're getting later and later in the month, but still, things are just ramping up more and more towards the end of this month. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and pull up. I think I got it on about the same day. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this run. No, this might actually be in here. No, but it's later in the month. Anyways, next up, I'll do it later. I'll do it at the end. I believe this was actually played much earlier on the 17th. It was submitted on the 22nd. So it could have probably been ahead, but Quick Persons on Glacier Coast just pumping out a huge time, a 1:16.539. So let's take a look. Just an awesome time for Quick Person. Gonna turn it down a little bit. Not sure how this volume's going through. Yo, hey Opsy, thank you for stopping in. Hope work went well. So a good ice turn section for him. I wish I could be anywhere near kind of as smooth as I want to be on this course. But I am not a great Glacier Coast forward player. I will be showing a Glacier Coast run of my own at the end, but it won't be forward. So, actually falling behind a little bit on PB here. Actually, no, he's still pretty far ahead. I guess. So, this looks like a huge lap, honestly. Oh, beautiful ice section just gets completely away from his Dolphin. Beautiful ice from Quick Persons. Just wonderful, wonderful. And he pops out. He gets a huge 116.539. So good. Oh, you're saying hi from work. Oh, I hope it's going well. Thank you for stopping by. Congratulations, Quick Person, on all your PBs this month. And it's so good to have you around and playing. I hope we get to see more. And so, but after this, we're going to go to Marine Fortress. And this time is very exciting to see. We had another player benchmark Marine Fortress, none other than Metalhead. Dude is an insane jetter player. And just he just gets Marine Fortress, and I don't quite understand it. But let's watch this awesome 108.876. Just amazing. This was achieved on the 28th, so we're very close to the end of the month, and we still have more times to show. Oh, wonderful start. And just how quick he has to be to get to the, once he gets to the wave, how quick he has to get himself down. That was just so good. Oh, beautiful turn, gets just great pace. I don't quite understand the level at which Metalhead plays Marine Fortress, honestly. But this is just awesome to watch. A great turn there to get a 22.2 lap. Gets over the I forget what it's called. He gets over the concrete barricade. The flood. I think it's the floodgate or whatever. It's a breaker, but anyways. Oh, he catches that beautifully, gets it, huge time. Congratulations, Metalhead. Just proving how great of a player you are, over and over again, my dude. Congratulations on your benchmark of Marine Fortress. One of the harder benchmarks to get in this game, if I may add. 108 is a daunting time. So we're gonna move. So moving on from there, I'm missing a time in here. Oh well, there's a couple of runs I'll show at the end, I guess. That I just forgot to pull up. I have no clue why. I will. So, we're gonna move back to Twilight City, and this run by myself, it's more not as noted for the full run, although I will show the full run because it is a really good time. Getting my first standard time, 125 on Twilight City, but it's more noted for the last lap, in which I got the benchmark lap. So let's play the video. It's kind of cool that I got it. I was imploring the strategy of just not trying to keep slamming my head into a wall on lap 1 and just trying to use laps to it and trying to like get the dives on 2 and 3 instead, which are I think a little bit more important at first to get. But you need some good pace going out of lap 1 to get it. So I did get another double here. I got underneath there. I don't know how, but it was really good. I think the audio has me touching the top, which you know, happens. That was like literally felt like I was diving over like a wave on the water. That's what it looked like. A little bit of bad play there. I actually had a pretty rough lap there, but just I still somehow that's a really good cycle. Got underneath lap 3, cutting it really close. Even though I'm going over the hill there, I still think that was the best choice there. Catching the waves at a good time where I didn't have 2 waves to go over. So that was really nice. I had like the perfect cycle to set up for this benchmark lap. I actually had a previous benchmark lap that I didn't save because I didn't like the run, which was kind of dumb of me to do. However, I did get that.
Go.
So that was fun. Twilight City is a fun course. I'm gonna be working on that more. And for the last time that I have pulled up, here we have Quick Persons on the last day of the month on Halloween. He decided to pull out a stream, play some Drake Lake, and what ensued is a fantastic run.
And I don't know if you're
He gets his PB.
right now.
Every sign was pointing to it. As soon as he would finish it, he would get a huge time. And he did. It was really good. 1:11.772 is a really good improvement from his previous PB. Just keeping that 120 speed, just beautiful lines all around. Yeah, you are. So I showed up there at this point, and you were telling me that the Dolphin is pretty much PB. I don't even have to listen to the audio to remember, because I watched this before. I wanted to check to see what it looked like, just so I had some reference point for it. And I actually left out a couple of I somehow left out just a beautiful lap 1 and a great lap 2, my guy. And pretty much you just had to finish without severely hurting yourself, which you did, and this is just so good. Like, congratulations. This time is really good. As the dog barks outside, which you guys can probably hear. Popping off. Wonderful pop off, dude. I had to let that play through. Well done, man. As soon as you can... And I pulled it from here. You know, submit, like I said, submit it whenever to the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get 2 more runs that I accidentally left out of this. One being the Glacier Coast reverse time that I achieved on the 28th of October. I just decided to play some Glacier Coast reverse and have some fun with it. And this is what happened. So, Glacier Coast Reverse actually is pretty difficult. If you guys have ever played it, I think a bunch of you guys have before. This is just a daunting and just difficult course in general. It's just there's so many places where you can lose your run. But I just keeping a really good pace. A 28.6 lap is super. It's just actually amazing pace, to be honest. Some nice little buoy RNG there, where I didn't lose my run there, which easily could have actually made it so my run wasn't going to be there anymore. Keeping close on the ice. Some nice wave RNG where I actually had a little bit of maneuvering. A nice 26-7 lap. Actually, not having a great start to lap 3, you obviously don't want to run head first into the middle of a buoy. I'm surprised it didn't completely ruin my run. And also a very wide turn there. So, a lot of improvements to be made on lap 3. But overall, very happy with it.
Yeah.
So that's Glacier Coast 121.781. Still stays in third place, but it puts me on the leaderboards. It puts me
I don't know.
right behind Game. However, it is not right behind Game.
I think Game has a better one than me, right?
And then there is one more video I'd like to show. And that is this. I got this on the 29th. It's kind of funny. All the runs that I left out were my own. I left out Drake Lake 111, 649, which I'll show right here. And I left out my Glacier Coast. And again, if you guys think of anything like kind of off the top of your head now that you guys think I forgot to show, then please tell me so I can grab them. So let's just watch this run.
No, that was such a good lap.
Wait, did I? Oh yeah, I did switch back. I did. Okay. And I think you would tell me if I had the wrong. I have 3 different scenes that are for 3 different web browsers. One's for speedrun.com, and one's for Twitch, and one's for YouTube. And I have the different hotkeys for each of them. Kind of a pain when I have it open and I'm like typing to something, and then also my scene changes. A nice negative split there. This was another time where if myself was gonna PB, it was gonna be big. I just had to keep it together for a full 3 laps. And so also with this time, I moved into 8th place on the leaderboard. I was very just looking back, a bit surprised I didn't lose my run after getting a pretty good negative split there. Very fortunate I didn't hit the buoy and just ruin my run. I actually got underneath that buoy a little bit, I think, which helped. Nice smooth run. A 111.649. I channeled a little bit of my inner Ric Flair there with a nice woo. That was so good. That felt really good to get.
111.6.
Nice little pop off.
And on the lower.
I love when you get a good time like that, and it just feels good. You guys all know that. It feels so good to get these times, and each and every one of us who's got and everyone who's gotten a time this month, it's just been incredible. So what I want to do last is I want to look at the overall leaderboard for RTA. So just to give an update, I'll go a little bit into this month. Just to show, I'll show first at the beginning of the month. Metalhead got an 11:18, which is 2nd place. Metalhead got 11:18, I believe, on the 1st day of October. So right as the month started, Metalhead popped out 2nd place in hard mode with an 11:18. Very, very good time. Again, it's second only to Shibby. So that's really good. Now hard mode is within 10 seconds. And then very closely after, we had My Oh My Pancakes, who got a 9:39, a 9-minute 39-second championship normal, but he did it on 1.0. And on 1.0, you're losing time just inherently to loading times, because the difference you can see in here, most of the times from 15th up are all done on Shindu, and so Shindu itself just has faster loading times. So for Pancakes to get a sub 940 on 1.0 is insane. This is the best non-Shindu RTA run that I believe what we have on the leaderboards. And then at the and also I'll note although he did get it this month, Metalhead has moved into second place on normal with a 927, passing Hayate, which Hayate got about a year ago. So that was second place for about a year. I don't think it's completely a year yet, although it does say 12 months ago, so I'm gonna guess that it's a year ago. It looks like, yeah, the 6th. So it's a year. It would be a year in 3 days from now. But Metalhead did pass him. Congratulations, dude. 932 has been done by Shibi. Okay. But still. just taking the fact that I just said that was a fantastic run. So I'll move into all champs. Metalhead last month got a 52.33. This month has improved it to a 52.19. Just fantastic. We're lowering the bar in these RTA. We're lowering the times and raising the bar. Just insane. October and the beginning of this month has been absolutely crazy. There's been a couple other really great times this month, but again, most of the IL stuff I wanted to show was all for last month. So, as we come to a close, don't forget that we have a Discord that you can find on the WaveRace64speedrun.com page, which you can see the link is in the bottom left corner below me on the dead bottom. If somebody would be so kind as to type out the speedrun website on in the Twitch chat, that would be much appreciated. As I don't have access to my chat right now. So yeah, awesome month, you guys. Now this has been so good, and already in this month we've seen near world records get posted. We've seen just tons of PBs left and right already. And so let's see how this month goes. It's an exciting time in Wave Race 64 as we're only a couple months away from the next rankings. And so on behalf of the Wave Race 64 community, I have been Dr. Fish. And here's to many, many more months of awesome Wave Race gameplay. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.